Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and you know what that means? That means it is Tabletop Tuesday here at Shield Maiden's Creative Creations. This week I have gone ahead and we're going to be doing an unboxing from a company called Realmsmith. They've got a lot of really cool items. It's something kind of new that me and FT Grimlock are checking out. And I wanted to share it with you guys because, hey, I like to share what I know is new and up and coming and fun and cool in the tabletop gaming world. So, as always, we are going to go ahead and get this shared out to some folks so that way we can, everyone else can kind of join in on the fun of this as well. I know I'm kind of looking like a hot mess Barbie today, but it has been like, life has been crazy this week. You guys know that, of course, I was busy with Princess Fest this weekend, so that was really, really great, being out there with Heroes and Villains of Cosplay. That was an all-weekend event. Those of you that follow me on Instagram know that Sunday night, my dogs, we'll call them Chucklehead 1 and Chucklehead 2, kind of started losing their minds out in the backyard. And so when I went out to find out what they were losing their minds over, there were kittens in my fence. Now, Mom's there with them. Mama and kittens are doing great. But that means we've had to sequester Chucklehead 1 and Chucklehead 2, which means extra walks. Just a lot of extra things to kind of work into the schedule that I wasn't expecting to work into the schedule. So it got a little crazy. Give me just 1 second here. Like I said, I am just getting this shared out there. So yeah, so I'm a little bit of a mess today because, well, I just ran out of a whole lot of time. There we go. So yeah, so like 2 or 3 times a day, we're like going out and checking on Mama and the kittens. We're making sure she's got food, she's got water, so that way she can take care of those babies. So that way they can grow up to be big, happy, healthy fur babies. I was always a little bit nervous because, like I said, I don't know the cat. All I know is she has kittens, which makes mama cats act a little crazy, and mama animals in general act a little crazy. So with that, however, we did go ahead and, we're trying to socialize her a little bit. Like, let her know that, hey, humans aren't bad. Just kind of let her know that we're here to help you. Those types of things. And so we've had a little bit of progress on that because, of course, and I know, of course, you guys don't want to hear me talk about animals and animal rescues and all that garbage. But, I like animals of all types. Not just cats, not just dogs. I like them all. So with that being said, though, we want to make sure that, like, if we're going to have to, like, adopt these moms out, that we can also help Mama find a forever home, too. Because the mama cat looks so super young. Like, this is probably her first litter of kittens ever. And with that being said, this maybe is like that chance where we can kind of teach her that people are good. And that way, she can get into a shelter here as soon as the kittens are weaned off of her. And then, we can make sure she gets a happy home. So that's kind of what's been going on around here. Like, this week has been, a whole lot of us chasing kittens around. Well, okay, not really having to chase kittens around because the kittens are pretty much, they don't go very far. We've been dealing with that. Like I said, some of the other, like, just fun things that we're just not used to. Things that just kind of added extra things into our day, which is no big deal. Like I said, we are more than happy to do it, and we know that, if we didn't do it, no one would. Like I said, the only reason I even knew they were there is because my dogs absolutely lost it. I may tell that story a little later, but we've got this all shared out there. I guess I've got a little bit of time. So since we've shared it out, and I do, like I said, we're going to get to this in like 1 minute, but I do want to go ahead and, just kind of talk a little bit about it, because, one, you guys are going to laugh hysterically. At least FT Grimlock did when I told him what happened. So, I come home from Princess Fest. Because the weather had been kind of touch and go, the dogs had been in the garage all day. I let them out. They're excited to be outside. They're eating their food. They're drinking their water. They're doing what they got to do. All right. All of a sudden, I hear one of them just start losing it. Like, barking, and I hear him at the fence, and I'm like, oh, what is he doing? Like, I'm thinking he's chasing a squirrel. Or, like, something on the fence, and it's going to be fine. It's going to go away. And I'm like, dude, he's just not letting up. What is the deal? I go out there. One of my dogs has his head in the fence. The other dog is trying to dig under the fence, like, a couple feet over. And I'm like, well, this isn't good. What's going on? So I'm trying to see, like, what is up here. And then all of a sudden I start hearing, because now the kittens are scared because there's these giant things barking and making noise and beating on the fence. And so I'm like, okay, this isn't good. I need to go get a leash. Yeah, I need to get leashes so that we can get the boys put up. I come out, back from getting leashes. Chucklehead 1 is now stuck in the fence. Not his head. His whole front half of his body is stuck in the fence. Yes, you're adorable too, but you're not Chucklehead. No, you're not Chucklehead. So now to get him out of the fence, I have to go get the crowbar, because I'm going to have to pop another board off the fence to get him out of the fence. Now, of course, everyone's like, oh no, your dog's in the fence. What's happening with these kittens? Years ago, when I had my fence put in, my neighbor's fence behind me was not really sturdy, so I wanted to just kind of double layer it because they had a dog too. So I'm like, okay, do my due diligence as a responsible dog owner, make sure that there's 2 fences. That way it's extra sturdy. When I did that, there was a tree back there. And so the fence guy said, hey, we can build it on this side of the tree. And I said, okay, let's do that. The tree trunk is big enough to block the dogs from getting to the kittens. So, and at that point, Chucklehead 1 was so terrified of the fact that he was stuck in a fence and couldn't get out, that he's like, I'm just gonna go, Mom, put me on a leash and put me put me inside, Mom, put me inside. I don't want to be out here no more. No, outside isn't fun no more. Other Chucklehead has already bolted out the gate and is already inside. Like, he's already gone back into the garage and he's in his kennel. But, because I had to get Chucklehead 1 out of the fence. So, that's been the last few days here, is playing with kittens. Well, okay, I don't get to play with kittens because then Mom would abandon them. But, taking care of Mama, checking on the kittens. But now, it is that time. We're going to unbox this. So, this is from a company called Realmsmith. This is their cool little logo here. And, we've done RPG Crate. But, sometimes you just kind of want something a little bit different. So we decided, hey, let's check out Realmsmith and see what's going on. Now, Realmsmith is from Canada. And it took us a little while to get this box because, unbeknownst to us, look at how pretty it's packed and everything. There was a postal strike in Canada. So, postal strike in Canada, along with, this whole entire issue going on with government shutdown, mail wasn't getting anywhere. So we placed the order with these guys, and apparently some of their items got stuck. So like they did, that was really cool. They wrote this really nice little letter to say thank you. It was nice and sealed. So that was super cool. They sent this, which I think is really cool. It's for ambiance. One thing we've talked about a lot is how, as a DM, it's kind of your job to create the environment for your characters, to help them immerse themselves. So this is a soy encounter candle for the Blackwell sewers. And so it's got a really nice long wick. And, I mean, it smells a lot better than I would expect a sewer to smell. But, I mean, maybe they're magical sewers, so I'm going to go with that. That's why they don't stink and smell like poo. The next thing, when I get through all this paper here, is minis! Now, like I said, with RPG Crate, we got minis from Effin' Cool Minis. These are Bones and Reaper miniatures. We have a Deep One Warriors set of 2. Hey Mark, how's it going today? We also have a Deep One Priestess and Servitor. And I'm assuming these maybe tie into something else, like the story they gave us. And rats! Rats! You always have to have rats if you have a sewer. So that's there. Ooh. Alright, and so this is from Norse Foundry. One other thing that does kind of go on with this box, which is super cool, is each month you get a polyhedral. So we knew we were getting a dice. Glad to hear it, Mark. So with these, what happens is every month they send you a dice, and they started with a D4. It's a metal D4, so if you drop this and you step on it, you're gonna need, not only is it gonna impale you, you are going to need a tetanus shot. So let's not step on the metal D4. I would say that's what that should teach us, is we do not step on the metal D4. But it's a really pretty color. Look at that pretty shade of purple. Put that right back in the neat little Norse Foundry bag, which has all kind of uses either way. We've got this little trinkety necklace. It's a dragon in silver, which I thought was kind of cool. Then you also get a subscription to Sirenscape. I believe this is... for When the Night Beckons sound set. So Sirenscape is really cool. It's a website. You can use it on your phone. You can use it from a tablet that will play sounds, noises. It'll cause things to kind of fade in and out at different times to kind of help bring the story along and kind of help. Once again, it's all about immersion for your players. The more immersed in the story they are, the better RP you're going to get, and so on and so on. And this is your module. And so here's your module for the month, and it is for When the Night Beckons. Haha, look at that. It all ties together. And so that necklace, and this is something that we thought was super cool, without spoiling it too much, but, I want to share this with the DMs out there that might be interested, or maybe you knew about this and you were on the fence, and I have a cat trying to grab the necklace. So, as you can see here, I have this page here, which has several dragon necklaces. And so, whichever dragon necklace you happen to get in this particular goodie is one you can actually give to your players. It's a quest item. So with ours, for example, the players get the dragon pendant. The color of the pendant you receive in your crate determines the magical resistance it will provide the wearer once per day. So in this particular case, we got the silver dragon. And so the silver gives us the resistance to cold damage. So whatever player gets this gets a resistance to cold. So, hey, definitely kind of neat. It helps make that a little bit more immersive and gives it items in your box more of a purpose. And the last and final thing, which I thought was dope. That's right. Kicking it old school, it is dope. Are these little cardboard punch-outs for your terrain. So you basically get to build your dungeon, which is super cool. And they give you these to do that with. And this is a pretty good size pack. This is like, this is on a card stock. So we're looking 50 sheets maybe? So you've got a pretty expansive dungeon that you get to punch out and create for your players. And the cool thing is there are a couple different ways you can learn how to do this. So you can actually go online. They have a YouTube page exclusively for people who subscribe to Realmsmith and quit eating the necklace kitty. Gimme. Haha, I win. Sorry, I had to rescue it. So you can actually go on their YouTube page. There's a YouTube channel that is going to walk you through how to assemble these from... Oh, they're made by a company called Fat Dragon Games. See? Fat Dragon Games. And it'll actually... The YouTube page will actually walk you through how you assemble these dungeons. Who knows if we get ready to run this module, Grim? I'm talking to you. We'll figure this out later. we can actually go through, I may actually go through and like do the build, depending on where we're playing and if I can get a video set up for it. That way, you know, because for some reason, and I don't know why, like this was something we saw a lot of things online about, was people were like, I can't figure out how to put the dungeon together. But they tell you to go to the YouTube page, the new YouTube channel, and it walks you through it. So, I don't know, people read directions, read the cool stuff, because, like, there's more than just stuff. Like, read the stuff that comes with it. Yes, I know, Kitty, you want resistance to cold, I know. So, yeah, I mean, so this stuff was all really super cool. And it gives you kind of like a little key up here at the top, which is kind of neat. It tells you like what you fold, what you fold on the reverse, what's a solid line that you cut, what you cut out, what areas you glue. So like, yeah, this is like pretty cool. This is like totally an arts and crafts project I'm gonna have to do. Because if I leave it to Grim to do it, he's never gonna do it. So yeah, overall, I mean, I thought this box was totally worth it. I believe the box, let me take a look here. I was just looking that up, like, before I logged in so that I could have this information to tell you guys, and then I got distracted with kitties. There we go. So each month, it's a $70 box per month, according to the website. $69.99. I don't know if we get a deal or we might be paying that much for it. I don't know. So, you know, it's $70 a month, but you get quite a bit of stuff out of that. You get a module, you get miniatures, which I mean, yes, some of you say, oh, they're just bones or they're just Reaper miniatures. Yeah, but you know what? Hey, all of that adds up. So, we've got that going on. We've got, you know, like I said, the super cool pendant that the cat keeps trying to eat. I'm just going to put this in with the dice. That way it doesn't, like, escape or get lost. You know, you've got this really cool candle. Plus you have a download from Sirenscape. Now, I would have to go look up the When the Night Beckons sound set. But I know most sound sets like that are anywhere from 15 to 20 to download all of the parts and pieces. So you may have like one part that like the main part is like $5.99, but then like when you go to add the others, they're like 99 cents a piece. So it's like iTunes for D&D. So you know it's pretty super cool. And I'm not sure if he's telling the cat that it's not her stuff or that it's not my stuff. And like, I mean, it may not be my stuff, but I know you're not going to build it. So you know, we'll go from there. And don't tell me that I'm wrong, Graham, because who paints your miniatures? Yeah, that's right, I do. I paint your miniatures. So that means I get to build the stuff and the things, because you won't do it. So, for now, we're going to go ahead and tuck these all back in the box. Like I said, it's a really hefty box, too, and it is coming from Canada. So the shipping sometimes, like I said, they ran into a little bit of the shipping hiccup with the strike of the Canadian postal workers and the U.S. government shutdown and all kinds of things that just added some like unnecessary delays. But the cool part about that was they kept us informed the entire way. Like once it started looking like, hey, things are getting delayed longer than they originally anticipated, they were like posting on Facebook, they were sending out emails saying, hey, we know your stuff hasn't shipped, we know you're wondering where it is, this is what's going on. And that was really super cool to have that happen, because it makes it a little easier on you when you are waiting for that box to show up. You guys know that I've done unboxings before. This is not my first unboxing. This is not the first subscription box we get. For example, I have one that comes from Japan. I never know when it's going to show up. I know from the time I get the alert, it should show up in 3 to 4 weeks. I've had it show up in 1 week. I've had it show up in 6 weeks. It happens. So, you know, comment below, what did you guys think of some of the stuff in Realmsmith? Did you have any questions about it? I'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer any of those. Just feel free to go ahead and post any of your questions in the comments below. Now, of course, keep in mind, if you are interested by any of the things that I do, if you're interested to watch me put this thing together, make sure that you are liked and subscribed. You've got the YouTube and the Facebook names right there. That way you can get those alerts as to when I'm doing the lives, when I'm going to be building this stuff, and where to find those videos when I do them. Also, like I said, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. That's where you're going to find all, the kitty shenanigans, because that's where I post that. As well as any, non-live stuff. Photos, stills, things of that nature are more likely going to get posted over there. So, hey, if you want to make sure that you're kept in the loop on everything that's going on here and everything that I'm working on, don't hesitate to let me know. Also, as of May 1st, I will be opening up for cosplay commissions for fall of 2019. So anybody who needs costumes made and wish to commission me for some of that or all of that, whatever it may be, feel free to send me an instant message and I can go ahead and get that. We can go ahead and talk and kind of work out some of those details. So for now, guys, it's going to be Shield Maiden signing out. As always, everybody, fly those geek flags high. Till next time.